What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to basketball, and more importantly, welcome back to the Rookie Report. This is a series where we're taking a look at the rookies around the NBA because, let's be honest, discourse around rookies never ends. We're overanalyzing every shot that they hit, every shot that they make, calling somebody a bust or saying they're the greatest to ever play, probably way too quickly. So this is your weekly series. We're actually diving into the film and the numbers to see how these players are developing. But before we do that, make sure that you guys like, subscribe, and comment. I've responded to every single comment to my YouTube channel up to this point, and I intend to keep on doing so. There's a bunch of great content coming out on the channel right now, and the numbers have been really good, so I appreciate that very much. Last week in the film room came out yesterday at the time you guys are seeing this, so go watch episode 3. It's a long film dive-in. It's great. I have a lot of fun with it. We also have a couple episodes of the progress report that have been a lot of fun. You'll get another one of those tomorrow, and then a bunch of other just kind of cool piece of content here. If you wanted to see the first episode of the rookie report, you can go watch it here. But anyway, let's get talking about them. Alrighty, the rookie report. So how does this all work? Basically, your boy builds this spreadsheet, kind of helps keep us organized and talking about the right things during this video. I'm going to be talking about kind of the top rookies that played this week, and then we're going to get into the film of some of those guys, and then we'll compare them to like who's kind of our league leaders throughout the year. And I hope it's clear, right? We're still very early in the season. I know I say this in every episode, but I still see so many people like jumping the gun on so many things. Relax. We're only about 10 games into the season. Nobody's like set in stone yet. Everybody's still just getting their feet wet on the year, whether it's like MVP level players or rookies. We're all just still getting into the flow of the season. So please keep that in mind. And keep in mind with these rookies, don't judge them too much as rookies, man. Like, if you were judged this harshly for your first, like, 10 days on the job, how would you feel, right? It's just, it's not how it works. I always say wait until the end of, like, their second year as someone that's done player development at a high level. I personally think that by the end of their second year, that's when you should start to see some of those like rookie mistakes start to go away and them kind of like understand things a little bit better. And then their third season is where we usually start to see like a little bit more of a stable presence more. So we're seeing that with certain players in the league right now, which is awesome. But now that PSA is out of the way, let's get talking about why all of this is displayed the way that it is. I've got like a little study noted right here that basically just says like, hey, the rookie of the year tends to be the rookie that scores the most points each season. But if you have like more of an all-around game, we use Malcolm Brogdon as an example, who beat Joel Embiid, even though he had more points per game that year. And also Joel Embiid only played 31 games that season. So there are factors that come into play with that in terms of like who wins awards and who doesn't. But I tend to always sort this list by the top 15 scorers of the week. And then conversely, when we get over here, you'll see the top 15 scorers of the year. That's just how I like to sort them to see if it correlates at the end of the season. And that's how we pick our rookie of the year. But anyway, let's start at the top here with Mr. Khan Knipple. Let's just zoom in a little bit so that we can see these guys just a little bit better. Khan was our leading scorer for the rookies this week. Dude's been kind of on a tear, and if you were to look at his stats yesterday in our video last week in the film room, he was actually one of the top performers of the week before yesterday, at least, which was kind of cool to see our first rookie to make that leaderboard. Averaging 23 points this week, almost 5 assists, just 10 rebounds. Insane. I know when Khan was picked, right? Especially me, I was like, I don't necessarily love this pick. I don't think the upside is quite as there. And I qualified that by saying, like, look, if you're trying to make a culture move and everything. I know we got a new kind of front office and regime here. They're really trying to clean up that organization, and I think Khan is probably a safe bet in that aspect. Cool. I think he can be a nice 3-and-D starter for you one day. He's looked really nice so far, man, especially like with his ability to put the ball on the ground. I kind of figured that'd be like a year 2 or 3 development because he did it a decent amount in college, but typically there's kind of this gap between being able to do that, at least at the skill level that like I perceived it as, like I said, at the college level to now. I've been pretty impressed with it. And mind you, there's always the factor of nobody's really game planning for rookies. I promise you this. Even like Cooper Flag, I've talked to like some actual like scouts and stuff this year because I'm like, hey, even like a Cooper Flag, like, are you guys like really scouting for him all that much? They're like, well, like, we do it, like we put it on the report, but they're much more focused on like other players or whatever. Like we're never going to send a double team like at a rookie or something, or like make a game plan around a rookie. We just share their stats, and like that's kind of it as of right now. So know that the teams aren't like gunning for these kids or anything like that, just because like why would you? There's other pros out there that you're trying to stop from doing things, and that's not to take away from a con Knipple or anything. That's just good context as you go into a second season and you wonder why sophomore slumps happen, because if somebody was crushing it like their rookie year, they're like, okay, you might be on the scouting report this year now, and now maybe they're throwing some different coverages at you, and you need to take some time to figure that out. Like Jaime Jaquez is a really good example of that. Now we're seeing in year 3, Jaime Jaquez looking pretty good, right? So stuff to keep in mind there, but I've been really happy with Knipple, especially with like LaMelo Ball being down and stuff like that. We have watched some of his film already, so we're not going to jump into it right now. We'll probably jump into it later in the year, though, just to continue to see the growth of it. We jump into 5 players every week, just so that you guys are familiar. That's kind of what I've determined is an appropriate amount of time. But shout out Con Knipple, crushing it this week. Last night's game, like he still did well, maybe just didn't shoot it quite as well. So we applaud him, man. We applaud him. By the way, don't worry about efficiency too much as a rookie. I just don't give a shit, man. I just want you getting out there and getting comfortable. The second one, Will Richard, a 2nd round pick. If you're not caught up on Will Richard at this point, he's been fun. This week, 19 points per game. Steph Curry's been out, and there was also a game with like no Jimmy Butler or like Draymond or something as well. But regardless, 2 assists, 4.5 rebounds, playing kind of a bench role, super efficient, which is awesome. And he had a 30-point game this week that we are actually going to dive into. Steve Kerr gave Will Richard the ultimate compliment that you can give a rookie, which was, I don't really notice him out there. That's a great compliment, because I promise you, your favorite rookies, we dove into like VJ Edgecombe and other players in other weeks, and as great as like they were playing, I'm like, yeah, look at this mistake, look at this mistake, look at this mistake, right? Because they're rookies, they're supposed to make a bunch of mistakes, right? And that's totally fine. But Steve Kerr's like, I don't even notice him out there. He just looks like a pro already, which is awesome. That's amazing. Like he's just blending in, not making mistakes. That's a great compliment. I mean, getting up to 19 points per game in a week, that's very nice as well. So I want to start off by just diving into Will Richard a little bit. I'm setting this up so I can do my alt tab or whatever. But before we get into his film, let's just take a look at a couple of like the shooting numbers this year, right? Just looking at like attempts per game. Like most of his stuff is coming from 3 right now. Otherwise, he's getting to the rim. Very analytically sound game, and that shouldn't surprise you knowing how the Golden State Warriors play. And that's kind of concurrent with Steve Kerr saying like, look, I just don't notice him out there, right? You look at this, it's a pretty efficient shot chart overall. He's not getting like an extreme amount of volume or anything, but playing an analytically efficient game, if you would, so far, which is really good to see. Not turning the ball over very much. He's getting involved. He's got a good steal percentage. The assist percentage is honestly really good as well, so he's keeping the offense moving. It's great stuff. So let's start off with Will Richard's game against the Sacramento Kings. They did end up losing this game. Again, you'll notice it's not the greatest lineup that Golden State threw out in this game, but Will Richard, 10 for 15 in this one, 30 points. I'd say we should get into this one and kind of see what's going on in this one. And I always want to make it clear with these videos and me showing this film and everything, my content is almost certainly going to get demonetized every single time, and this is going to take forever to load, so this is the perfect time for me to talk about this. My content's going to get demonetized like every time I show this stuff. It just is what it is, so please show these videos like love and support if you like them, because look, I don't care about the money as much right now. I just want to provide good content this season. That's really what I'm trying to do, so if you like it, then great. God damn it, NBA.com load. See, look at that. That wasn't so hard. All right, Will Richard right here, rocking number 3. Something about number 3s for Golden State that are late picks playing well, huh? Anyway, all right, what do we got out here? This is the first 5. This is early in the game. You got Moody out there. You got Kuminga, Pods trying to do his thing out there. Another fun young player to watch in Quentin Post. Honestly, a lot of young players out in the court right now. Here we go. Here we go. We're just spacing. Right off the bat, let's evaluate the jumper. You guys know my background in player development. That's always going to be something that I evaluate. Oh, I didn't say my thing. Oh, no. As I mentioned before, I'm almost certainly going to get like copyright or demonetized in these videos, but YouTube, I should be protected under fair use. I am not trying to steal the NBA's content and pass it off as my own. The NBA retains the rights to all of this stuff. I am making educational content so that I can take my expertise on the topic and pass it back to the audience. I'm making transformative content. So YouTube, please don't demonetize me. I should be protected under the fair use laws. They're still gonna demonetize me. They do it every fucking time, those assholes. But anyway, your boy got to try to get a bag. So anyway, let's break down the shooting form. It's my specialty, right? Right off the bat, feet look awesome. Feet look really good. We want him 45 degrees opposite of the shooting arm. He's a righty, so we want him to the left. They look really good right now. The ball looks like it left from a really perfect place. He didn't get to really catch it down by his hip like he might have to sometimes, but look at this. Oh no, he gets it back down towards the hip a little bit more. You could probably move this ball over just a little bit more if you wanted to. We want that ball following the right hip, past the right shoulder, past the right eye. That's kind of the perfect way to go. The form looks pretty good. He has a twist, though. While he does jump together, he has a twist. Notice his feet. Notice how his feet are at right there. So something we would probably want to change. And look, he got contested. That's going to happen sometimes, but the twist isn't going to help you. Makes the shot, though. Honestly, like, pretty good looking form despite the twist. His upper body looks really good here. Kuminga. What's going on? I'll be honest with y'all, have not enjoyed watching Jonathan Kuminga play much this year, but you know, it is what it is. That's a travel and a half. All right, we're blowing by. Here we go. Here we go. Great re-space by him right here. I hate when players get lazy and they just like stick down here. Two rookies guarding each other. Neat Clifford down there. Here we go. Here we go. We re-space. Neat Clifford doesn't quite see what happened to his man. Swing. Swing. Boom! And let's take a look at the form one more time. He jumps together well there. Still lands a little bit on the side. So I'm guessing that's a bit of a habit, but we're hitting early. We are hitting early. Here we go. Screen rolls the right way. Good stuff. Good cut. And see, this is just Golden State flowing kind of within their offense and knowing where to be on this. They know that when they have an overload like this, somebody's supposed to cut through, which is awesome. So we get the rock right here. We're floating. Ooh, he didn't quite get off the ground for that one. Didn't quite get off the ground for this one. And it was a tough catch or whatever. He's falling back a little bit because he's scared of DeMar DeRozan, understandably. So not the biggest deal. Not the biggest deal here. What the fuck happened here? He killed someone. He killed DeMar DeRozan. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, he ain't scared no more. He's like, I'm not afraid anymore. Anyway, here we go. Oh, no, Debo. Oh, no. Somebody help my boy. Okay, he dunked it. There you go. That's my take on it. He dunked the ball. Very good. It's fun to dunk the basketball. Here we go. Pods. Oh, Jesus. Okay, and we're crashing. I watched this game or whatever. He crashes a lot in this game and gets a lot of points because nobody's really boxing him out. And again, you tend to forget about the rookies while they're out there. But let's kind of see what went wrong here. So this is going on. Malik Monk just kind of doesn't guard anybody, and his guy tips it back up and in. So there you go. Got to get a body on somebody. Got to get a body on somebody. Trace Jackson Davis trying to do his thing right here. We're attacking. Hey, oh, that like, I'm going to keep it real with you. Just ugly kind of pick and roll in general here. So we probably could have taken another step and like tried to take a little bit of contact from the big. I hate when I double click and click out of it. And like the lob was just like not like perfect in all honesty. Trace Jackson Davis isn't getting up like anything crazy, is what it is. Here we go. Okay, NBA just putting a clip that doesn't matter for us in here. We love it. Kuminga doing his Kuminga thing. And we talk about this all the time, boys and girls. If you want to get all the oohs and ahs when you're like a middle school or high school basketball player, if you see the back of your defender's head at any point, you cut. You cut. That's what you do. And hopefully Kuminga sees him. He kind of does. There we go. Great stuff. Great stuff. Great cut. Very smart. And that's the stuff you don't see out of rookies too often. So very well done, Will Richard. Here we go. What are we doing now? What are we doing now? We're attacking. And see, this is kind of what I'm talking about with rookies. They don't care quite as much to guard them. Like DeMar DeRozan knows better than this. He just does, right? But he's like, no, I'm going to cut off this drive. If the rookie wants to shoot it, he can shoot it, right? Not a big deal. And that one falls a little bit short. Can I see the shot one more time? I can't really see the feet, but he twists again. He twists again. See, you're going to lose some power on that at some point, especially later in the game. Quentin Post, we love his jumper. Falls just a little bit short. I can live with that. The form looks good otherwise. Will Richard, yay, right place, right time. We love it. That's why you crash. Here we go. Here we go. Here's something I would have liked to have seen on this play. I might be changing my mind already. I might be changing my mind. Okay, I am changing my mind. So, big men, when somebody's driving to the hoop, there's a certain way that you're kind of supposed to flow within it. If your guy goes over the top like this, you're kind of following him like clockwork over here. If he drove this way, you'd be kind of floating around back this way. I thought this play was going to look a little bit different at first, and I thought I was going to recommend that Post is setting a screen here on DeRozan, like getting behind him or whatever, so Richard could get the three. But I misread it at first. Here we go. We're getting a 3-point shot off, and again, a little bit of a twist on that jump shot, so that's something we're going to have to work on here. But it fell. It fell. I'll be curious to see how the 3-point shot looks by the end of the year, because the upper half looks really good. Upper half looks really good still. Here we go. Ooh, I like that we tried to cut. I liked that we tried to cut right here. You already got him once. Westbrook was on it. Good stuff. And now you can always go back. Now we go back and get the handoff, step into it. That one looked a little bit better. That's interesting. Look at this. So he hops back into it. Feet a little bit off here. We've got the left foot, which is kind of rare, pointing back towards the rim with this one, but we jump together actually, and it's just long. I can live with it being a little bit long, but a little bit of inconsistency in that jumper right now. So here we go. Catch. All right, that catch looked pretty good. He landed really balanced. That's great. He's going to rise up now. He jumps together and then kind of floats back out, but like overall, like pretty solid stuff. Good shit, Rook. Good shit, Rook. We love it. We love it. Here we go. Here we go. Where are we going? Oh, Jesus. No out of bounds, huh? No out of bounds. Nope, he's good. He is good. Pass it back out to Horford. He's going to take a shot. See, Westbrook just does not give a fuck. It's just like the Malik Monk play earlier. He's going to crash, and nobody's going to stop him. That's mine. Go back up. Oh, Lord. Leaves it short. Might have been a foul. Hard to say. Here we go. We're running. We're running. Good spacing by him right here. We take the shot. He twists it again, but that's okay. We're hitting it. Good stuff. Good stuff, Will. End of the game. Oh, we're chucking it deep. Got it. Kuminga. Good stuff. Hey. Let me get this rebound. That's mine. Put it back up. Hey. Good stuff. All right. That's Will Richard on offense. I say we take a quick look defensively at him and kind of see what's going on. It's always fun to take a look at the defensive stats here. So defended 14 shots. Let's see how the rookie's playing defense. Let's see it. And let's see how quickly this loads. That's always the biggest question. What are you guys doing today? How awkward can I make this, right? How awkward can I make this? What am I doing today? You boys got some work to do? I've got, Jesus Christ, I missed 4 emails already from clients. That's how my day is. For those of you that don't know, run a basketball analytics and consulting company. So I help like NBA teams, college teams, overseas teams, like with their analytics, their scouting, things like that. And yeah, it gets busy. I don't sleep very much. In October and November, I tend to only sleep like 2 hours a night or whatever because I'm a sociopath and a psychopath. God damn it, NBA.com, load. All right, we're back. I took a client call as well. It's when I do these like long recordings or whatever, it's hard because there's so many calls and stuff to be on during the day. So like, subscribe, and comment, or I'm gonna visit your nana and yeah, stuff will happen. That's all I got to say. Here we go. Here we go. Not much that he can do about that one here. Not crazy elevation on the young fella, but is what it is. Here we go. Ooh, active defense. And look, I wouldn't reach too hard. I appreciate the tenacity right here on Dennis Schroeder. I would not be reaching at Dennis Schroeder. Like, if I'm keeping it real with you, that guy's quick enough compared to all other NBA players. I'd just be doing my best to try to keep him in front of me. That's just advice from a wily vet such as myself. Here we go. Here we go. All right. We're trying. This transition, I don't really care about that quite as much. It's going to happen. Here we go. And see, okay, see, that's, don't be doing that. That might have worked in college or whatever. That might have worked in college. You got blown by, you tried to swipe at it. Like, we can't be giving up stuff like that, especially when we don't have like an elite rim protector in or something like that. But no, can't be having that. Where are we going? Okay, he just cleared the runway for him. Just cleared the runway. And I get it. These are good offensive players, mind you, on the Sacramento Kings. That's why I think this is a good one to dive into. Despite like everything about the Kings, all of these guys, like individually, are very, very hard to stop, like offensive basketball players. So what do we got here? Westbrook, he sees young fella on him. He's like, I'm just going to go right into this dude. And look, that's the kind of shot you want to force, right? Are these kind of like little pull-up mid-range shots or whatever, and these are the shots that these guys are fine with taking. So I'm not tripping about that too much, but notice how they just kind of attack them. Here we go. Okay, this is kind of a nothing play. It turns into transition. I don't care very much. Here we go. Where are we now? Okay. So we are 2 passes away right now. Where do we want to be? We want to be able to see our guy, and we want to be able to see the basketball. So I'd probably want him a step or 2 lower right here. I'd like a foot in the paint. Kuminga's actually doing it almost perfect. You kind of want a foot in, foot out kind of thing right here. So that's perfect. He sees both. He sees both. Oh, lost his guy. Turned around and lost your guy. See, when something like this happens, I almost know to put my butt into the guy like that. So Nick Clifford's going to cut, and he gives it up. Yeah, and he knows. He knows. He clapped. He knows. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. All right, DeMar DeRozan. Tough guy to guard. Very tough guy to guard. How are we doing with this? I like the feet. I like the active hands. I'd keep the hands low so that he can't cross you over as much. If you put it kind of like almost by his feet, then he can't cross over quite as much. You know the shot's going to go up. You just don't want him to be able to like pull through and draw a foul or anything like that. So it's a very tough guard. And you did as well as you could have. Good stuff. Here we go. Same thing. You forced a good shot, or you forced a bad shot by them. We love that. Great stuff, Will Richard. Here we go. Got Schroeder on us again. Yeah, I'm not surprised Schroeder's just getting by you. I don't see a ton of lateral quickness in the kid or anything. And look, Dennis Schroeder's doing that to a lot of people. So is what it is. Is there a better way we could have guarded it? I don't know, man. I think he's just faster. I've just seen Schroeder do this to so many people. So he's just fast. Here we go. And again, DeMar DeRozan's like, got a rookie on me. Let me go to work, right? Let me go to work. Let me go to work. Saw a double team coming. Decided just to pull up. It's fine. You didn't really do anything, but that's fine. We take it. Here we go. Here we go. What are we doing? Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay. So we got a little bit of a nice little double right here, right? How are we guarding this? This is more so dependent on the team, so it looks like we're switching on that right here. That makes sense. The big is staying glued to the big. The 2 guards switch. That makes a lot of sense, Golden State. And again, he just blows right by. And we watched a lot of Schroeder yesterday. He was just missing some shots in this game, unfortunately. Not a big deal, but yeah, Schroeder is cooking him. He's cooking him. So there you have it. That's Will Richard. That's what we have to kind of look at for him today. But yeah, nice stuff so far this week. Next guy we're going to talk about is Cooper Flagg, the prodigy himself, the main attraction. We tried to watch film on him last week, but the NBA conspiracy didn't let us. They were like, no, he's not playing well enough. You don't get to watch the film on him. He's our prodigy son. I talked about it a lot in the video yesterday. I've been very confused with the Dallas Mavericks so far this season. I mean, let's take a quick standings look right here. Dallas Mavericks, this is a live updating board, by the way, that I have. The Mavericks, 14th, 3-8. It's not going good. And mind you, their like 3 best players are injured, right? We got no Kyrie Irving, got no Anthony Davis, got no like Derek Lively. That's very difficult, right? It's very difficult for any team to be good like that. And Cooper Flagg has a lot of expectations on him because he's the number 1 pick. Everybody loves him, right? Yada, yada, yada. It's hard. It's hard to be a rookie. I don't understand why the Dallas Mavericks are making it harder for him to be a rookie. The hardest thing probably to do in the NBA is be a rookie point guard. And they decided to have him, who's never really had to play that role before just in general. Like, he can be a point forward and kind of create for himself a little bit, right? But, like, put him in charge of like the whole offense. I was okay with it at first because I'm like, okay, maybe they saw something in camp that I didn't. And honestly, like, he hasn't been like horrible at it by any means, especially for like a rookie point guard. Like, he's honestly been fine. It's more so just like, why are we making it more difficult? He's already got so much pressure on him and all this other stuff. Like, just let him play his role. You have point guards on the team. And we've looked at the analytics. When he plays with D'Angelo Russell or like Brandon Williams, he's infinitely better. Like, D'Angelo Russell, I have my own issues with like how he's been kind of playing this year and how they've been using him. I feel like it's been weird by Dallas, but like, it's infinitely better when they're doing it that way, and playing him as like an off-ball guy, which makes a lot of sense, right? So Cooper Flagg in this last week, he's not really hitting the threes, but he's becoming more efficient. He had a pretty good game last night, and that's what we're going to get into. 26 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Pretty damn solid. Let's take a look at what's going on for old Cooper Flagg right here. This should be fun. This should be fun. What do we think of these like old-fashioned Dallas Mavericks jerseys as well? I don't know. I don't necessarily love like the green ones, but is what it is. Here we go. Cooper Flagg. We're getting right into a 3-pointer right here. Let's evaluate the shooting form on old Cooper Flagg. This is our first time really evaluating him as an NBA player on this channel. So let's get into it. All right. Feet look pretty good already. Kind of an inconsistent shooter in college last year. Started out the season pretty cold, and then he got pretty hot, right? So this might be a thing where we see him get a little bit more comfortable as the season goes. Right away, it'd be nice if Max Christie would have cut this and we could have seen him here, because the Milwaukee Bucks, Miles Turner is trying to do his job defensively of get to the paint, but the Mavericks players here are being pretty smart and kind of setting these little screens to try to get him open. It's in and out. Not a big deal. We saw he went 1 for 5 on this one. That's a pretty good miss. Here we go. Here we go. We see the big guards go to this a lot. Use your butt to kind of get people open. That makes a lot of sense. I'd like if you kept going there. Put your butt on him. See if you can't get to the middle of the paint right here. Here we go. That's awesome. That's a great move. That's a pro's move right there. Like, that's more than fine. Nobody was really open. And is it the most analytically efficient shot ever? No. I just want him getting comfortable on the court right now. And look, if you can make mid-range shots, right, it's not a big deal, right? It's just like, what's the quantity of like how many you're making them versus like your 3-point versus rim opportunities, right? That's more so the math. All right, what do we got here? We're trying to guard Giannis. That's a tough thing. Here we go. We're playing with Brandon Williams. I like his game, by the way. I like watching him play. Here we go. We're attacking the hoop. Look what I found. Hey, good crash. Great crash, Coop. Good stuff. Here we go. Playing with Dwight Powell. Great pass by Dwight Powell, knowing he was there, because like he did not look. Here we go. Jumped into it. Form looks pretty good. Feet look pretty good. Gets the shot off. We're just short. I can live with short. So already, the 2 threes missed. Good misses. Oh, Clay. I just want you to shoot that. I know Clay's having a rough start to the season. I'm confident that he'll like kind of find it and get going. Because like if you're not, I just don't know what to tell you. Like we have all the data in the world that suggests that he is a very good basketball player. And yes, maybe he's falling off for forever. But if you make that assumption, I think you're just kind of a nihilist and an asshole. And it doesn't make sense. Here we go. Catch the basketball. Here's what I'd like to see. You got a Derry Bird right in front of you. Right here. I don't want you going over here, because that is a win for Mr. AJ Green right here. If he's pushing you to this point on the court, that's a victory in and of itself. One, he led you to Giannis. This is a much analytically less efficient shot, right? What I need you to do is just play off of 2 and go right up and in. He is not blocking your shot right there. So that's what we need you to do. Instead, you take a tough shot, you make a tough shot, but gotta learn some things along the way, right? That's what these videos are all about. Here we go. Ooh, look what I found. Look what I found. We're running. Great running. Ooh wee, that one looked good. That one looked good too. Here we go. Right into it. Jumps pretty well together. Hey, good stuff, Coop. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're energized. I love it, kid. I love it. Here we go. I wish you would have helped on that a little bit more. Here we go. We're trying, we're attacking because we see a smaller guy in front of us. Good stuff, kid. Look at this. Rollins is here. You took a step out. You played with a little bit of pace. Sometimes you see young guys just barreling towards the rim as fast as they can because they've just played AAU their whole lives and they've been bigger and stronger. Here, we did a little move here. We evaluate and we're like, oh, okay, nobody's at the rim. That's totally fine. I got a smaller guy on me. Let me go. Little drag step. Great stuff. We love it. Here we go. We're coming over. I like this already. Look at this. So they went under. He stepped back out. That's great. That's what they taught him at Duke, I'm sure. Here we go. Catch. Ooh, the feet look like they're going to be a little bit weird on that one. They got a little bit too close together, but he did kind of jump together and then ended up back apart. Was one of those a 2-pointer? Because it said he was like 1 for 5, didn't it? Okay, whatever. He rolls the correct direction. Good stuff. What are we doing? Let's just post him up for right now. Let's post him up. What I'd like to see, I'm trying to evaluate this right here. If he goes into a post up, who's this big man on the court? Oh, it's Musa Sisi, or however you say his name or whatever. I'd appreciate right here if he could set like a screen on Cole Anthony so that we could get a skip pass to Christie. It's kind of a tough one. We don't want too many of these possessions, but they're nice change of pace possessions right here. No foul, huh? Okay, fair enough. We don't want too many of those. That's when we become Julius Randles. All right, we're playing pick and roll with D'Lo. Trying to play kind of a Drew Holiday-like role. Not sure how I feel about it. We're taking a shot. The form looks really good there. It's just a little bit off. Looks just a little bit off. I can live with it. Here we go. Spin move. There we go. Take the contact. That's why you play off 2 feet, kids. That's why you play off 2 feet, because you're tall and you can go straight up and over him. That's awesome stuff, man. That's awesome stuff. Like, we can improve the handle a little bit, but like, he's a fucking rookie. I'm not gonna care that much. Here we go. That's a great move. And unfortunately, you ran into a Giannis. Unfortunately, you run into a Giannis sometimes. Picked up the dribble just a little bit early. Got knocked off balance a little bit. In most situations, he'd probably stay upright and be like, all right, I'm finishing through this. But he saw Giannis coming. Now, it'd be great if he would know as a rookie, like, oh, Giannis is here. I got to dump it off to this guy. Rollins is going to try to recover or whatever. You should probably know, like, hey, Giannis is down there, so one of these 2 guys is open. But he sees a Giannis, tries to finish over the top, doesn't quite happen. Is what it is. Got an offensive rebound, though, so that's great. Oh, PJ, give it to me. PJ, no! Oh, I needed it. I haven't seen this film yet. Oh, I needed it. You would have brought the house down, my boy. You would have brought the house down. Look at this. Everyone was already up. Yeah. Oh, they would have been so happy. Look at all the Luka jerseys still out there. Oh, I'm sorry, Dallas Mavericks fans. I didn't need to bring that up. I didn't mean to bring that up. Here we go. Here we go. Hit it out to Coop. That shot looks pretty good overall. Why did it go so far to the left, though? Can we evaluate that really quick? So here's the catch right here. Let's go in slow motion. The ball is, it didn't start from that right pocket like we talked about. The other ones kind of had. We started outside here at the left. Who was shooting like this yesterday that we were saying didn't work? It was Devin Vassell. This is a Devin Vassell jumper right here. So if we were playing 2K, he equipped the Devin Vassell jumper right there, and it ended up going to the left. We don't like left and right misses. I can do long and short. Don't like left and right. Here we go. This is what I want to see more from Cooper Flagg. Just getting to be like a screener and a roller, be a secondary playmaker. That's what I want to see from him right now. PJ Washington got all sorts of confused on this play, and that's not typical for him. He's like, oh shit, when did the ball get over there? We're attacking. He's got a smaller guy in him. That's perfect. That's perfect stuff right there. Look at this. It looks simple, but look at this. He takes contact, plays off of 2 feet, stays balanced. Good stuff, Coop. Good stuff, young fella. We love to see it. Remember, we got a lot of other rookies to watch today. Oh, don't dunk him. Don't dunk him. Yeah. Oh, hey, good finish anyway. He thought about it at first. He got by. He was like, oh, I'm going up. I love that you went off 2 feet. Great stuff. Again, great that you've got this tenacity and everything right now. There is a nice look right here, but he's going to boom some people in his lifetime, so it is what it is. Way to stay focused. AD's hyped. Oh, they're all hyped. Good stuff, young fella. I'm hyped for him. Okay. That's awesome. What else do we want to watch of Cooper Flagg? I feel like we should watch a little bit of defense, don't you? These videos are going to be a little bit longer because, you know, I feel like you guys like watching the rookies or whatever. But yeah, let's see how he's guarding people on some of these field goal attempts. Let's see what's going on because I've been pretty impressed with Cooper Flagg's defense so far this year. Oh, don't make me make another cut, you fucks. Don't make me make another cut. I can't stand you, NBA.com. Come on. Why? Like, this loads so quickly whenever I'm not recording, so it's so interesting that my recording software does like this much to slow it down. But okay, whatever. You know what? Your boy will make a cut. Fuck you. I shit y'all not. As soon as I hit pause on my recording, it loaded. That's really interesting. It doesn't always happen like it was working fine yesterday, so I don't know. All right, here we go. Let's see. All right, we're guarding a big right here, which is kind of interesting because, yeah, they got Gafford on Giannis. That makes much more sense because Miles Turner's much more likely to be on the outside right here. How are we guarding Rollins right now? Ooh, that's interesting. That's an interesting way to try to guard that right now. Are we that worried about Ryan Rollins already, Dallas Mavericks? So these are the questions I have with some of the coaching stuff right now. Like, we're trying to like hedge on him right now when you might have to deal with a Miles Turner Giannis like 2-on-1 situation. I don't know about that, man. I don't like that. I don't think that's a winning recipe right here. Here we go. Good pass. Derry Bird. Nope. Not a big deal. Not much he can really do about that one anyway. Here we go. Cole Anthony. It'd be nice if you swing this to Bobby. There we go. I'd like you to be a little bit closer here. Bobby Portis isn't going to blow by you. I know he's scary. Oh, good shot by Bobby. Talk your shit, Bobby. I love bug-eyed Bobby. Here we go. We're pushing him this way. Why? We don't necessarily have a rim defender here. That's kind of interesting. We love Ryan Rollins' pace. We were watching the film yesterday. We love it. And again, got to get out on him, man. Bobby Portis he's going to hit that. We got to keep him in front. Okay, Giannis. Ooh, good strip, Clay. That's the vet in him. That shouldn't really count for anything for Cooper Flagg. Here we go. Giannis just barreling. Great defense again by PJ. Again, Cooper didn't really do anything there, but great stuff. Okay. Oh, no. See, this is what we're talking about here. Can't get into like this situation. This is too deep. Probably stay right here. Try to make a read from it, but and you got to poke. What you gonna do to Kuzma? Dunk him, Kuzma. Damn, Kyle. Damn, Kyle. Here we go. Playing some off-ball D. We're chasing shooters around. Man, that is annoying to guard. Damn! That's frustrating. I used to have to do like practice team stuff like when I was like a really young coach or whatever. I'm talking like GA type stuff, and like so you're in like the practices and the scrimmages all the time. Your boy can hoop, so like he's out there, and I coached with this one team where like we were literally the number 1 offense in the country, Division 1 through 3, and we just so many like off-ball things or whatever, and this just gave me flashbacks to chasing people around on this. Look at this. Look at Green running around all this shit. Pump fake. Oh, where are you going? Give me these. Bang. That's tough, man. That's tough. I just wouldn't jump. I just wouldn't jump if I were him. All right, here we go. Again, we got to get a handout on him, man. Got to get a handout on him. So got to read the scouting report on Bobby Portis because we can get out there. All right, here we go. Great help. Great help. Damn. Damn. What are you going to do? All right, we're seeing some one-on-one right there. That's pretty good stuff overall. Great. Great, great, great. Cool, cool, cool. All right, that's enough of Cooper Flag. Let's move back to some of the other stuff here. Some of the other rookies. Cedric Coward. I'm going to make a bold statement right now. And again, it really doesn't matter, but because I know you guys will ask, ABC, who's your rookie of the year right now? And I'll be like, hey, dumb fuck. We're not really evaluating that right now because we're 10 games in, remember? I'd give it to Cedric Coward right now. I've been really impressed by him. Just the poise and consistency that he's been playing with this season has been awesome. I've had a lot of fun with it. He like Will Richard, he looks like a pro out there. He's being aggressive. He's playmaking. He's getting others involved. He's shooting the shit out of the basketball every week, like playing good defense. Great stuff. I've been really happy with Cedric Coward. So that's my quick take on him. We already watched film on him. Next, Jeremiah Fears, young fellow for the Pelicans. And these 2 Pelicans players right here are actually the next 2 guys that we're going to dive into some film with because I figure, why not? Pelicans fans, I know it hasn't been fun this season. So I'm trying to give you guys something to feel like maybe okay about, maybe not, depends on how we feel after watching the film or whatever, but these guys are getting a lot of opportunities right now because of a lot of injuries and just other things kind of going on with the team being really goofy right now, so I figure, hey, let's dive into them. Fears and Derek Queen, respectively. Like, we're not going to talk about the ways that they got these guys because that might make you sad, but Jeremiah Fears, 14 points per game. The assists are pretty low. That's a little bit concerning here, especially because of the turnover numbers, but he's a rookie. It's going to happen. The shooting, not great right now, but I also don't care about the efficiency too much right now. I just want them getting to like decent spots in the court. Derek Queen, kind of the same thing. Field goal percentage and the 3-point shooting, pretty bad right now. The scoring is like great, and he's getting involved in multiple ways. We've seen a lot of assists or whatever. Very cool stuff, but we want to improve in some areas as well, and they've got very unique games, these 2. So let's get into both of these guys and start kind of seeing what AVC is seeing with these guys. So actually, I believe we're using the same game for both of these guys against the Spurs. That we are. We're going to be taking a look at Jeremiah Fears first. 8 for 17 in this one, 18 points. Maybe we'll take a look at the assists and the turnovers as well. Why not? Let's see what Mr. Fears is doing out there, and how quickly will this load is the biggest question. I'm surprised I haven't gotten like a Java update to appear yet or something like that. That's the only other thing we're really missing here. Okay, if I pause this recording again, I'm not going to be happy because I don't want to have to keep doing this. I really don't. I'd really prefer you just load. But you know what? Maybe I'll just keep you here for watch time numbers as well. Yeah, look at that. It loaded. Here we go. All right, Victor Wembanyama. What are we doing here? Jeremiah Fears, we're 2 passes away right now. What's going on? We come over and help. Very cool stuff. Give me this basketball. Good stuff. Good stuff. Throw it ahead to him. Here we go. Go finish. Oh, you got blocked. Here's my thing. Like, Jeremiah Fears, like, everybody marked him as, like, this great athlete or whatever. I kind of just, like, don't see it. Like, I said this during the whole process. Like, I haven't really seen him get up or be, like, that quick at all. And I know this is just, like, one clip or whatever, but, like, that was an extremely underwhelming layup. Like, I don't know. It is what it is. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That's a tough-ass shot. And here's my thing. I honestly think people just, like, look at him sometimes and you go, oh, he's probably a pretty good athlete or whatever. And, like, don't get me wrong. He's an NBA player. It's just kind of like, I don't know. Here we go. Here we go. And the Spurs are just going to let him take that shot all day. That's not really the shot I like. I know there's a lot of scrutiny under, like, Willie Green right now and everything as the Pelicans coach. I hate that, like, that's the shot we came away with at the start of a possession, is a Kevon Looney, like, Jeremiah Fears pick. It looks like they were trying to go to Spain or whatever on this, which, whatever. Like, I don't want my rookie taking those shots unless he absolutely has to. It's just, like, it doesn't help. Like, I know that's a shot he can get, but they're going to give it to him. Look at Herb Jones, man. Look at Herb. We love Turbo Herbo. Good spacing by him right here. Let's take a look at the form. That was a really tough angle to go run and catch that basketball at, so let's kind of watch that one more time because you're kind of running backwards. He gets the feet down, does a pretty good job of jumping together, a little bit of a twist on it, just falls a little bit short, not a big deal. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. What do we got? Let's go. We're attacking. We see Victor Wembanyama, and he goes up anyway. I kind of thought he would cowered a little bit more at that, but zero fears, right? Living up to the nickname Zero Fears. Good stuff, kid. Good stuff. Let's do it. Shout out Carlo, by the way. I was talking about him a lot last season because I was like, hey, I've got it on good authority from my G League buddy that was like coaching him and developing him. He was like, AVC, like, I promise you this dude's kind of nice. Like, I've been working with him. I promise he's nice. Just be on the lookout for him. Having a pretty nice season so far. Didn't get to do a ton last year, but shout out Carlo. Shout out Carlo. Here we go. Again, we're settling for that. Like, the Spurs are literally just going to give him that all day. I don't love that. I need coaching to step in here. Like, I'm not going to blame the boy with the knife, right, for cutting himself. I'm going to be like, why did the parent give him the knife? That's how I'm going to look at it. Here we go. Here we go. They're baiting him into this mid-range shot, man. They're baiting him. Like, cool shot or whatever, but we're baiting. And again, we're watching one game of everything. I hope it's clear, like when I do my deep dives and analyses, that I'm watching a lot more than that. But you know, just that you guys know as well, you should watch a lot of different film. This is just to kind of introduce you guys. That shot was nuts. What happened here? Like, he picked up the ball so early and got around that guy and flipped that shit up and in somehow. Like, they're like, what the fuck? Like, that's what I'd be saying if I was guarding a rookie or like a freshman and that happened. I'd be like, bro, what the fuck? Like, no. Like, I'd be like, hell no. Like, try that again. Here we go. We're trying to get past a really good defensive player. Oh, tough finish. Okay, young fella. Tried to generate something there and did. Cool stuff. Again, not crazy explosiveness or handles or anything. He's too young for the chest piece, by the way. He is too young for the chest piece. Bro, wait for your chest to bulk out a little bit more, then go get the chest piece. All right, here we go. If I got a question of the day, if AVC got a chest piece, what should I do? I actually don't have any tattoos because I don't know what I care about enough to get a tattoo of to have for the rest of my life. I would do it though. I think they're cool. But I don't know. What should my chess piece be? Yeah, I'll leave that up to you guys. Here we go. What the fuck? That's just kind of a goofy like little play in transition. Like, he don't quite know where he wants to go with it, but fair enough. Okay, easy layup. Here we go. What's gonna happen? Victor Wembanyama. Yay! Give me this board. What are we doing? We're going. We're setting a screen. Good stuff. We're attacking. Oh, okay. We're trying to go around. Do not try to go back up on him. Victor Wembanyama is like, I hope you do. Look at him. He looks like Slender Man right here, like stalking those kids in the woods. He's like, I hope you do put this shit up. Pass it back to him. Oh, don't shoot this ball. Don't shoot that ball. You're not making that over him. You can't even see the rim. Don't even try. Here we go. Again, getting baited kind of into this mid-range shot. I just don't want this many of those early on, man. We're not building good habits as a rookie. I'm on the coaches right now. Hey, quick thing. We're blowing by people, right? Right here. Watch. Oh, let's see it. Jab. Don't go backwards to go forwards. One, you're going to hurt your Achilles doing that. But more importantly even, it's a wasted motion. Rip forward, right? Because if you're going backwards, you can't like just go into a jump shot like this. I know you're going. So like it's just a wasted movement. It's not what you need to do. Shout out the ambulance going by right now, but it doesn't help anybody. And I see so many people do it. This isn't just a young people thing. It's just something we're trying to correct. Here we go. We attack. Good finish. We like that. No hesitation on this one. We just go. There's no help at the rim. Great stuff. They don't got like a true big in right now. Here we go. What's going to happen? We're attacking Vassell. That's a great crossover and a finish with the left. See, that's awesome. That's awesome stuff right there. Like that's what we saw out of Cade Cunningham watching the film yesterday. We love that. Here we go. There's a little bit of Queen. Ooh, let's take a look at the three-pointer. Let's take a look at it. Guy went under. That's great. Form looks pretty solid. There's a little bit of a twist on it, though. A little bit of a twist on this one as well. Otherwise, like, not that bad. I know he was, like, really repping his jump shot in the offseason. I got to talk to his trainers a little bit, so very cool stuff. Here we go. We're attacking. Like, that's great, man. See, that's awesome. We love this. Again, and not wasted movement this time. Look at the difference, right? Oh, maybe he did a little bit. I just couldn't see it. He low-key traveled, didn't he? That's kind of what happened more so. He low-key, like, kind of picked up the right foot and then went with it. That's why he didn't do it that time. Okay, that's interesting. But the finish with the left like that, Great stuff, man. I love it when people can use both. Oh, we got one more. Dirty time bucket. Dirty time bucket. Ooh, yeah, no, don't fucking try. I get it. Yes, Sadiq Bey is like, oof, yeah, that's just gonna happen, my boy. That's gonna happen. Do we want to take a look at the playmaking for him? Why the fuck not? Let's take a look at some of the assists and turnovers. We're not going to watch defense for these guys quite yet, because I'll be real with you, the defense by Derek Queen so far, and Fears, not that great, and I kind of just don't want to berate them for a whole video, but we'll get into it later. We'll get into it later in the season or whatever. We'll give them a little bit of time to kind of get their feet under them or whatever before I start critiquing it too far. Whereas guys like Cooper Flagg and Will Richard, maybe it's a little bit more nuanced or whatever. Are you serious? Come on, man. Just fucking load. I'm going to pause the recording. Just watch. Okay, fine. So annoying. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's see the playmaking. What are we seeing here? What are we seeing here playmaking-wise? Are we making good reads? Okay, I like this already. I like this. So right here, we're getting into Gortat action right here. And what does that mean? It means we're setting a pick and roll. We're snaking it because we know they're going over. Not sure why the Spurs are going over on Fears, but, you know, is what it is. He snakes it, and now what's going to happen is the big sets another screen here so that he can try to weave his way all the way to the rim. And, oh, that is a really good pass. That is a really nice pass because he's like, oh my god, there's a big French baguette in my way. All right, there we go. Good dump off. Great stuff, Fears. That's a great pass. We love that. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Kind of a nothing assist, just running a play. Not a big deal. Cool, cool, cool. Here we go. What's the last one? What's the last one? Here we go. We set the screen. We got Derek Queen running. Derek, I need you to cut a little bit harder, my boy. A little bit harder, right? The mobility, I know, is not that great from him, but he's taking this, like, wide angle. You got to be decisive. Cut through. Cut through. But he makes it anyway. Hey, good stuff, big fella. Good stuff. Good finish. All right. Those are the assists. Do I want to watch the turnovers? I very well could. I very well could. Let's see the turnovers from the young point guard. Why the hell not? I dare ask NBA.com to do another loading screen, but I think it's interesting, especially for young point guards or whatever, to kind of take a look at this. We'll have a bunch of assists to take a look at for Derek Queen later, but I think it'll be well worth it or whatever to take a look at some of his stuff as well. Okay, it's not gonna load again. All right, let's see the turnovers here. What are we doing? Early in the second half right here. Oh, okay, look what I found. What are we doing? We're in transition. We're running the lanes well. Oh, we just didn't catch the basketball. All right, whatever. It happens. Happens to the best of us. What's the other one? What's the other one? Shout out Jordan Hawkins being on the basketball court. That one's not even as much like on him. That's just pretty good defense by Sohan, I guess. So, okay, nothing much to read into there. Let's do Derek Queen now. I already kind of talked about, like with Derek Queen, we have a lot of questions about, like, hey, kind of the lack of defense and rebounding for a big man. His skill set is a little bit weird, right? He's kind of a Şengün type of guy. So, I don't know. We'll take a look, kind of see what's going on with him. I'm testing to see if opening it up in another tab has any, like, better effect on it or anything. I don't know. Doesn't seem like it does. But yeah, no, he's got a very interesting playstyle, to say the least. Like, kind of an undersized big, not a ton of verticality, right? Not a ton of athleticism on him, right? But he's got some good court awareness and such. I mean, he had 8 assists in this one, so we're kind of going to see what's going on here with it. Tim Duncan was complimenting him, so that's nice. It's always nice to get a compliment from Tim Duncan. But I think it'll be interesting to kind of dive into him. Alrighty, so right off the bat, they're kind of just letting him do the thing that he did in college, which, look, in full transparency, like, one of the things that I said about him coming in is, I'm like, who's gonna let him just do this stuff where he just gets to, like, be Julius Randle, like ISO in the on the wing or something like that. It's not great NBA basketball when you do stuff like that, unless it's a random change of pace. But I mean, this is a random, like, first quarter play or whatever, so I don't know. But if anybody's gonna let him do it, it's probably the Pelicans, I guess. Here we go. Harrison Barnes is going at him. Like, yep, all the footwork is very cool. Like, that's awesome. Great shot. How much do we want him doing that? Oh, he's excited. I love that. I do love the excitement on it. Here we go. They're not guarding him at all. And most teams are going to feel this way. So we're going to step back. We'll take a look at the shooting form or whatever real quick. Let's see it. And again, this has been pretty common. Not many people giving him the time of day right now. He's a rookie, right? It's going to happen. Here we go. Doesn't even realize he's completely open at first. Almost didn't get his feet behind the line. Overall, jump together pretty well. Like, not bad. I'd like his feet a little bit more spaced out, but again, he's not like the craziest of athletes, so I don't know. All right, here we go. We're doing some hub stuff right now. This is where things could be interesting. Him as the hub, right? That's a great move. He spun around. Here's the problem. Like, we can't get quite as vertical with him, but it's a great move. Oh, there we go. There we go. Gets blocked. Not a big deal. He's piping mad. Here we go. We rolled the wrong direction, but here we go. Here we go. We're attacking. I appreciate that you are trying. I appreciate that you tried. Probably don't. Probably don't. Like, you're just... no, when you can't really get off the ground much yourself. Shout out Alvarado for somehow ending up in there. That's crazy. Or no, that's not Alvarado. That's Micah Pevi. That's another rookie. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. All right. I like this early screen action. That's an illegal screen now, but whatever. Pick and roll. Don't try. Don't try. Oh, you made it. Hey. Oh, he's hyped. He's hyped. You gonna catch a T or something. Hey, just stop trying. Stop it. Like, I'm not even just trying to ride Wemby's baguette or whatever. It's just like, just don't. The rest of the NBA's figured that out already. Just don't. Like, it's just objectively too difficult to probably warrant taking that shot. It doesn't make sense. Don't do it. I'm trying to protect you. All right, whatever. Whatever. Here we go. Here we go. Cool stuff. Oh. Why did I watch that? I didn't really want to see that. Okay, then what happens here? All right, nobody's guarding him. It's not a big deal. They don't care. He didn't really jump together on that form. I just worry that, like, having a big man float like this on, like, offense is a little bit concerning, but we catch. Just weird release in bottom half. I don't like it. Here we go. Here we go. Set the screen. Roll the wrong way. Guys, when you pick and roll, I know we talk about it at least once a video, set the screen actually and then open up towards the rims so that you don't have to like play this game of breaking your neck. Here we go. We dump it off and yeah. Oh, hey! Trey Murphy. Good stuff. But yeah, probably stop trying to go up against Victor Wembanyama. That's my advice to you right now. All right. Big man like floating all the way up here. Like, I just don't like it, but he gets by him anyway and kind of crazily goes towards the rim. It goes in. It's just like, I don't know. That's not really what you want. But look at Zion. Look at Zion, big chilling right there. I know we all got an uncle that looks like that. That's funny as hell. But anyway, I don't know. It's just kind of goofy, right? It's just kind of goofy. But whatever. It's the Pelicans, right? You wonder why they're not winning games. And we saw this play already. Finish up and through. Hey, good stuff. We love the footwork playing off too. Good stuff. Here we go. Here we go. They're not going to guard him. Victor's going to step back up. How's the form look? Still looks like he didn't, like he's kind of pushing the ball. Look, like kind of push it forward. So, I don't know. Form's not that great. It's whatever. We know he can't really... Stop! Stop it. Like, why? Don't just stop. Look, you're literally not gonna have a tougher matchup than this. Stop it. Just don't. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your time. I don't want to see any more of these. Stop it. Stop it. Is this the same play? It is the same play. Does he get a second shot attempt here? Look what I found. Oh, he's got to put it up. I get it. Oh my God. I thought he was doing it again. I thought he was doing it again. Ooh, we get one more shot attempt. Hey, let's pull it. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, give me those. Damn, not a big deal. All right, let's go watch the assists. I think that'll be kind of a good way to talk about Derek Queen next. We did get 8 assists in this one, and did we get it like out of hub action? Because we saw just a little bit of him in the hub there. I don't like the like ISOs out on the sidelines, but if we're doing some hub stuff, I can be okay with that because this is where he wants to be. He wants to have the basketball at the top of the key. That's what he wants to do, right? That's a risky thing, but that's a great pass right there. Great pass. That's a true assist. All right, we're hubbing. We're hubbing maybe a little bit. We're hubbing. Great pass. We're hubbing. Great stuff. Oh, my goodness. Goaltending. Goaltending. Here we go. We're hubbing some more. We're hubbing some more. Ooh, okay. Yep, we're going to work. We're going to work. What are we doing? Great cut. Great. Oh, Trey. Oh, it should have been a dunk. Great pass. See, maybe we're just a hub. Maybe we're just a hub. But then even still, like, we got to work on some of the movement on defense and stuff, because you got to be able to play some fucking defense, right? Like, Şengün can play some defense, right? That's the difference. Jokic can play some defense. Right now, and again, we'll break into the film like another day. He's not playing no defense. And again, he needs to be able to move his feet, be a little bit vertical. All right, here we go. Great stuff. Good read. Cool, cool, cool. These are nice assists. We love these. Here we go. Give me those. Give me those. Here we go. Here we go. Double team. You should have passed the ball already. Get rid of it. But I get it. We're trying to make it happen. Damn. See, like, these are great passes. These are such good passes. This is awesome. This is great stuff. All right, hub. We doing the hub. Great stuff. Like, I'm here for this. I'm here for this. I'm down for the hub. I'm down for the hub. This sounds way more inappropriate than like I want it to be. Here we go. We're hubbing. We're hubbing. We're hubbing. Here we go. That's kind of a nothing one there, but he's hubbing. Last one. We hubbing one more time. Come over the top. Cool. Make the pass. Make the pass. Hey! I should have been a bounce pass. Just AVC being picky, and because AVC is a good playmaker, right? But it worked. Great stuff. And one. Great stuff. Okay. Good stuff, Derek Queen. We're proud of you for that one. We're proud of you. The hub stuff is real. Alrighty, just going through the rest of them. Trey Johnson continue to do his best Cam Thomas impression of just taking your jump shots, but he's been playing really nice within the system early. I've been really impressed. Very happy with Trey Johnson. The next guy, and the final guy we're actually going to watch film on, and then I promise we're just going to talk about the rest of the rookies, is Drake Powell, just because I needed a fifth guy. I figured, why the hell not? He's been getting some minutes right now. Who knows how many he's going to get throughout the season, and you know what? 10.5 points this week. He's supposed to be kind of a defensive guy. Got some shots up. I say we go take a look at Drake Powell, see what's kind of going on. Only 22 minutes, 5 for 8, had 15 points in this game. I think it's a good one to jump into and just kind of see what's going on with the young fellow. We didn't get into too many of the stats for the other guys right now because I don't think it's probably all that worth it early on, but as we get deeper into the season, we'll get more into it, and the other guys just don't have as much sample size. All right, Drake Powell, what was going on in this possession here? Notice, they're not guarding the rookie, right? They are not guarding the rookie right here. It's just what's going to happen. Very unsettled attack of the rim right here. He's like, I don't really know where to go. That's not really his skill set, right? He's not really a guy that's going to have the ball all that much. So just something to keep in mind. All right, here we go. Zaire Williams going to try to create. Man, the Nets are rough. Nets are rough right now. All right, we got to create something. That shot form is not what I want, but hey, fair enough. All right, we're here. We go up. We do kind of jump together, but we also have a mini stroke. What's going on here? Look at his legs like flop like a fish with it. I don't like that very much. The upper half honestly looks fine, and that's why it went in. But that was not necessarily what you want to see. And Nets fans, I know you're looking for anything right now because your rookies are not playing very good. Here we go. They got him in some playmaking opportunities, which like, hey, fair enough. He made it. Cool. Very cool, Drake Powell. Like, this is interesting, like how much they're giving him the ball. You drafted 4 primary ball handlers and 1 non-primary ball handler, and somehow he's the one that's got the ball. The Nets don't know what the fuck they're doing. Man, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm not even putting on the coach or anything. He's just got a bum-ass right. Bro, if you don't give me that stupid shit, why would you try that? Why would you try that? I'm Mitchell Robinson. Give me that stupid shit with my left hand. Damn, get your ass up, Rook. Get your ass up. Let's go. Here we go. Like, even, like, just like this. Like, look at this. Look at this little, like, pass right here. So he's like, all right, let me make a little entry. Throws it right at his fucking knees. Basically bounces it off his knees back to him. Good stuff. We're going over the top. We're going to take a jumper. That one looked a little bit better, a little bit cleaner. Good job, Drake. It was just one weird shot. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, we're playmaking a little bit, getting into it. Like, hey, fair enough, kid. It's not a great game or whatever, but right in front of Yabu Sele, it's not bad. It's not bad. Not bad at all. What else we got? What else we got? Ghost screen. Here we go. Are we gonna attack? We're letting him kind of play make a little bit right now. Try to do something. Here we go. Take a really bad jumper. It doesn't quite fall. Okay. Fair enough. Expectations not that high. Ooh, what was that action again? We are not killing it with these handoffs. He took way too long to see that he was open right there. He took way too long to see he was wide open. Yabu Sele's telling Daddy right here, second year player, like, motherfucker, you supposed to be right there. And wow, made it. Okay, fair enough. Made some tough shots in this game in order to get these points. Okay. Fair enough. That's enough of Drake Powell and the film and everything. Let's talk about the rest of these guys. VJ Edgecombe, slowing down a little bit, right? Asking him to do a lot right now. Not a big deal, right? We like VJ Edgecombe. Great start to the season. He's been slowing down quite a bit. The field goal percentage, not great. And I don't even think he's taking like bad shots or anything this week. Not quite falling. For his size, 7 rebounds. Pretty impressive. We'll see how VJ kind of ends the season. Kalkbrenner continues to just be tall and white on the basketball court. Getting stray rebounds, just laying the ball up whenever he gets it, because whenever he gets it, nobody guards him and he just goes up and dunks it or whatever. Keep doing it, Kalk. Just keep on doing it. Ace Bailey, we can't judge too much yet. Like, crazy that he's still within kind of the top 15 for scores this year because he's been on a minutes restriction. I think that finally got lifted last night. If I recall, he got to play like 28 minutes or something, put up a solid stat line or whatever. But yeah, hopefully by next week we'll have at least like a little bit of interesting film to kind of take a look at him with. He did get the start or whatever last night, if I remember. But again, too early to tell. Asanuel, or Asa, I don't know how you say it. Pretty productive week overall. Taking a look at this, like 8.5 points. And by the way, you guys should go watch the videos from last year where we took a look at like the rookies or anything. Like those rookies were not contributing. Oh, these guys are out here contributing, man. They're out here playing. It's a fun class so far. They're really getting out there, and there's also a lot of injuries and stuff right now, so that plays a big part in it as well. But Asa Newell here, productive, efficient. The Hawks are in a weird spot right now. Got a win last night, if I remember correctly, right? Can I confirm that? Oh yeah, Hawks won 2 in a row somehow. Good stuff, Atlanta. Good stuff. I like him. I think he's fun. Sion James continues to get some PT. He was like the league leader in 3-pointers until this week. And again, it's early, right? But still shot the ball well this week. He's out there contributing, hustling, kind of being 3-and-D. Great stuff. Tyrese Proctor, because of some injuries and stuff again. It looks like Garland went down again. That sucks. But he gets some playing time. He can be a kind of a secondary, or like I'll call him a half primary playmaker, right? Like he can kind of do it, and it's working right now. He looks like he only took 3s this week, and he made 3-pointers. I do have a qualifier on these that you had to play in at least 2 games, by the way, just so that you guys are aware. Solid, productive week overall. Not a ton of playmaking or anything for the combo guard, but not too bad. And then Nick Clifford, trying to figure out how he can survive out there with everyone else taking all the shots in Sacramento. I think he's doing pretty solid as well. Just taking a look at some other guys that were like top picks. Yegor. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's been kind of rough to watch the kid so far, both defensively and offensively, if I'm keeping it a buck with you. And like, look, I'm not writing him off or anything like that. I'm just telling you it's been a little bit rough early on for him, right? And I didn't think they were putting him in a great situation, and so far that's kind of been the case. All the rest of these guys, they've been kind of a part of it. Colin Murray-Boyle's not in the top 15 this week, but he's in a much smaller role now that Jakob Poeltl's out. He's kind of just playing like a backup big man role for them, hitting open shots, kind of like Derek Queen. They're leaving him open right now, and he's taking advantage of it. The perimeter defense, I've been really fond of. Some of the post defense needs some work, but he's a rookie, right? So overall, Colin Murray-Boyle's not bad right now. Kaman Malawach doesn't really get to play, so that's kind of unfortunate. I wouldn't. They're going to move a big at some point. I wouldn't be stressed that he's not playing right now. He's a rookie. Noah Sengay still hasn't made his debut, so that sucks for Bulls fans, but you know, it's whatever. He's a long-term developmental piece or whatever. Carter Bryant, another lottery pick, doesn't get to play a ton right now, and you shouldn't necessarily expect it, so he'll get time at some point. Otherwise, other guys to take a look at, I didn't mean to click Joan Berenger. Walter Clayton's a guy that gets a decent amount of playing time. I've liked him so far. He kind of reminds me of like the Will Richard, just kind of looks like a pro early on, which I think is fun. Who else could we talk about here? Otherwise, not too many of these other guys really getting in the game right now. So I think we can move on to the yearly kind of stats right now. So who are our yearly leaders right now? And by the way, there's a qualifier on this. You got to play at least 4 games at a minimum. Khan is leading now in front of VJ Edgecombe by just 0.4 points. The efficiency is looking very good right now. Very impressive stuff. VJ Edgecombe number 2 on the season. Cooper Flagg here at 3rd. Cooper Flagg feels like he's going to start to gain on people in the Rookie of the Year race, but yeah, great stuff early on so far. We got like a couple guys getting you close to like 14 points a game. You got 6 guys as rookies doing that. Even if it's not the most efficient, again, I don't care about efficiency right now. That's awesome. You're getting out there, you're contributing no matter what the factors, right? Cedric Coward, probably been my favorite so far. I just love watching him play. He's a lot of fun. Dylan Harper, he's going to probably fall out of this by next week, just because, maybe not even next week, maybe the week after or something like that, just because he's out for like a month and he won't hit our minimum games qualifier, but he was really starting to light it up in his last like game and a half where he talked about fears. Trey Johnson, he's getting his shots up, doing pretty well from 3. We love to see it. There's Will Richard, Derek Queen. Again, we just want to get the efficiency up. Kalkbrenner, keep doing your thing, buddy. I love it. There's Colin Murray-Boyles. Again, probably see those numbers decrease with Jakob Poeltl back whenever Jakob Poeltl's out. Maybe get a chance to compete a little bit more. The Hornets rookies, they just get to play, right? They just get to play. So there's Sion James right there. We're just missing McNeely now. Asa Newell, inconsistent role, but still finds himself on here. Ace Bailey, again, will judge a little bit more once, or now that the minutes restriction is lifted. Hopefully he's feeling a little bit better, just physically. And then there's Drake Powell. Shout out to you guys, the Nets. You guys had 5 first-round picks. One of them appeared here. Good shit, y'all. Good shit. And it's Drake Powell out of all of them. Not who any of us would have put money on. But again, if we want to just take a quick look at like Yegor, there he is for the year. It's kind of like meh. He doesn't really want to step inside the three-point line. A little bit weird. And yeah, I think that's all we really want to talk about for this video today. All right. that was a long one. I appreciate you guys very, very much for tuning in. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Again, these videos probably get demonetized a lot, so if you want to show them some love or whatever, that would be greatly appreciated. But thank you. Let's move on to the comments of the video. Alrighty, y'all. Comment of the video is coming from the NBA Progress Report, our third installment of it. I gave you guys a special one because the Stephon Castle one did so well, so I encourage you to go watch. These are great, like, in-depth breakdowns on players. So if you like the rookie report and you want to follow guys past their rookie season to see how they're developing, this series is awesome for you. We talked about Alex Sarr. He's been having a great start to this year, but again, go also watch Last Week in the Film Room, the first episode of the Rookie Report, other episodes of In the Film Room. It's great stuff. All the other content has been doing pretty well as well. But our comment to the video comes from Liam, a very frequent commenter on the channel. That I loved this comment right here because I talked a lot about Alex Sarr and how they're using him as a hub guy this year. I'm just seeing the hub offense kind of come back. 2 years ago, it started to come up and become a thing. Then last year it felt like it died off again. Now it feels like it's becoming really big, and I'm just a huge proponent of it. I think it's awesome. So I was like, hey, do you guys see this as well? And Liam said, hey, hub offense is back, and I think it's because of two main reasons. Bigs are more skilled. Totally agree with that. But also he said analytics. It makes the defensive big go out. So it's way easier to get layups, best shot in basketball, and threes by off-ball movement. I was like, I completely agree with this second point. That's why I love it. Any chance I can to get the big away from the rim and just let other people move without the ball. You wonder why the Heat are performing so well right now, right? Where are the Heat in the standings now? The Heat find themselves as the 3 as of right now. That's awesome stuff. They're not setting any on-ball screens, right? They're just running around, setting off-ball screens, stuff like that. We're adopting more of a European model, right? And I think that's really cool. So very nice observation. A lot of other great basketball conversations going on here. If you want to have more of them, go join the Discord. Link is in the description down below. As always, show these videos some love, support. If you leave a comment, I will subscribe to it. I will reply to it. We're almost at 8K subs, so subscribe if you haven't already, because I know a lot of you haven't already. I don't want to be one of those YouTubers that's like, subscribe because most of you aren't or whatever, but fucking do it. But anyway, I appreciate you guys, and we'll talk later. Have a great week. Bye.